John. Thanks to you personally, and also to Channel 14. We've been at this for awful long time now, and we've got a little bit of different schedule with your about to take some of your vacation time, which you certainly are well deserving of. The mask is back in the news this week, and yesterday there was a federal judge that ruled that the mask order that Governor Evers put in place was indeed constitutional, and it's really, really unfortunate, I think, that the Republicans continue to go after the mask in this manner. If they were serious about it, all they'd have to do is call the legislature back in and go ahead and take a vote. But they actually would, I guess, rather have the courts opine on it, because I think that they can read the polls, and the polls show that over 70% of the people in Wisconsin think that masks are important. And I think it's just so unfortunate that that they have become politicized. When you look at the countries throughout the world that are serious about masks, their numbers are way down, and unfortunately, our numbers are way up. And Wisconsin, as probably everybody knows, is kind of really, unfortunately, one of the leaders in COVID right now, and not in a good way. Right now, I believe that we are the third largest fight going on in the country, third largest state that is having these incredible spikes. We had over 3,000 new cases a couple of days ago. It's gone down a little bit, but since then. But these are record highs, and certainly not records that we want to keep making. So this issue does not need to be politicized. It shouldn't be whether or not what political party or what leaning you have in terms of whether you're a liberal or a conservative. This is just kind of common sense that not only to protect ourselves, but protect our family, protect our friends, and the other thing is that we are all interested in wanting our businesses to get back into as full of a swing as they can possibly be. And at this point, I think that it's really the lack of a sense that people have that things are safe out there. And I think this we cannot get back into anything resembling normal until people feel comfortable going out. And one way to do that is to wear the mask. And another thing that people are being encouraged to do right now is to go ahead and get your flu shot. And it seems like there's a lot of places that are offering free flu shots, both Walgreens and CVS, I know, and others around town are frequently giving free flu shots. And the problem that we are having with this huge spike is that our hospitalizations are way up. And now with an active flu season, this will get harder and harder to treat the number of people that we need to do. So get a flu shot early if you can, and just forget about all the politicalization of the mask. Put it on whenever you're on the inside of a public building. Go ahead and put it on. And if you're in an outside crowd where people are getting too comfortable, too close, put the mask on even if you're outside. And certainly remember to social distance and make sure to wash your hands. Now, unfortunately, our numbers are high in terms of deaths that we've had in Wisconsin. We've now had 1,488, and in Kenosha we've had 68. And nationwide, we are running, I think, over 216,000 people now. 216,000 people that that it didn't have to be this bad. If we would have responded quicker, the numbers would have been lower and would have matched some of the other countries that are certainly showing a lot more progress than what we are in terms of defeating this virus. Now, certainly, this has brought some trauma into people's lives, having to be cooped up and in their homes, and frequently away from their families and friends. And we are, by nature, I think, most of us are social beings, and like being out and about. And But I just have to say that, I know that people are having a hard time with this, and I just would like to encourage those people to go ahead and call the crisis hotline, 1-800-985-5990. Or also, you can feel free to call my office, and that number is 608-266-0455. Once again, 608-266-0455. And, if we will certainly do what we can to refer you to somebody where you can get the appropriate help, whether it's because you're suffering from some depression or blues or blahs, or maybe you are drinking too much, or you're starting to use drugs, or perhaps there's certainly an uptick in terms of domestic violence as well. So whatever trouble you're having, because of this virus, or whatever the trouble is, don't hesitate to give my office a call, and we will certainly do what we can to assist you. Once again, we'll have to get kind of a regular day, Jason, but I want you to make sure to have some good vacation days coming up, and I'm sure that we'll have more to talk about next week. And just remember that we are not out of the woods yet. And ever since we've started hearing about this virus, we heard about a second wave, and that it was going to perhaps be a long fall and winter, and that looks like it could be the case. So enjoy. This might be one of the last kind of nice fallish days. My understanding is that the temperature is supposed to start dropping a little bit. So get outside and get some exercise, and enjoy the fall colors. And look forward to talking to you next week, Jason.